In chapter 2201, the narrative continues to unravel the story of Serenity's past and the unwavering support she received from Mrs. Sox, emphasizing the compassion that transcends mere acquaintanceship. The chapter opens with Serenity facing the aftermath of a schoolyard altercation where her clothes were dirtied and the straps of her school bag torn off by fellow students. Fearful of her sister's reaction and the financial strain it might bring, she hesitates to return home. It is at this vulnerable moment that Jasmine, Serenity's classmate and Mrs. Sox, intervenes. Displaying a heartwarming act of kindness, Jasmine brings Serenity to the Sox family home, seeking solace and assistance. Mrs. Sox, shocked and distressed by Serenity's plight, embraces her and promises to mend the strap of her school bag discreetly. The kindness of Mrs. Sox extends beyond a simple promise, as she tends to Serenity's immediate needs. She assists her in washing her dirty clothes, ensuring she can change into clean attire once they dry. Recognizing that Serenity's school uniforms are too large, Mrs. Sox, skilled in sewing, alters them to fit properly. This seemingly small act of altering clothes speaks volumes about the caring nature of Mrs. Sox and her ability to provide comfort effortlessly. The story reflects on Serenity's challenging circumstances, emphasizing financial struggles and the pressure to excel academically. Having lost her parents in a car accident, she and her sister faced economic constraints, with the compensation from the accident divided among their grandparents. The compassion of Mrs. Sock shines through as she steps in to alleviate some of Serenity's burdens, offering practical assistance without judgment. As Mrs. Sox tends to Serenity's immediate needs, she contemplates further ways to show support. With genuine concern, she decides to gather fresh eggs from her chickens, catch a few more chickens, and prepare a thoughtful gift for Serenity. This generous gesture signifies the genuine care of Mrs. Sox and the extent to which she goes to ensure Serenity's well being. The compassion of Mrs. Sox is further highlighted as she plans to send Serenity a bag of pickled vegetables and dry cucumbers. Considering Serenity's dietary preferences and cravings during her pregnancy, Jasmine playfully requests the same treatment, revealing the light-hearted dynamic between the mother and the daughter. The chapter concludes with Mrs. Sox preparing a car full of provisions for Serenity. This heartfelt gesture underscores the role of Mrs. Sox as a maternal figure to Serenity, going above and beyond to provide comfort, nourishment, and emotional support during a critical time in Serenity's life.